secret government, quote unquote,
Okay.
is basically made up of the richest people in the world.
Okay.
Now, there are about 2,000 of them, and they have been controlling our so-called governments for a long time.
Okay.
They control who gets elected,
How are we doing?
when and where. They control when there's a war and when there isn't. They control planetary food shortages and whether a country's currency is inflated or deflated. All these things are dominated completely by these people.
Okay.
They can't control natural disasters. Yes, they can, of course, but they can and do control a lot. This book is wrong there. They can with art.
You got a good
Anyway,
audience.
somewhere between 1900 and 1930, the Greys made contact with these people.
Okay.
It was obviously well before 1943 because in the Philadelphia invisibility experiment, scientists used information that they had gotten from the Greys. Right. Nikola Tesla, a physicist who for a time was the director of the Philadelphia experiment, stated for the record that he was getting information from ETs, although no one believed him at the time. Now, we all know that Tesla was real tight with the Greys. In the beginning, the secret government thought the Greys were benevolent and made an agreement with them. In fact, they thought the Greys were the best thing that ever came along, the best thing since apple pie, and a new source of limitless power. The agreement gave the Greys the right to experiment on the planet in exchange for their technology. It is the technology that has resulted in the incredible advancements that we have. In 1968, when David Suzuki predicted that we would soon have a new North and South Pole that would demolish just about everything on the planet, the members of the secret government decided to leave.
Okay.
Now, by 1970, they've used the Soviet Union and the United States. What is now happening as we leave the Cold War behind us was inevitable because we have been functioning as one country for a long time.
Now it's getting warm, huh? The Cold War is getting warm.
The secret government has never shared the greatest technology with humanity at large, but kept it for themselves. What about the microwave oven? They have
And the iPod. Oh, this book probably was written when the iPod hadn't come out yet.
Technologically,
or nanotechnology.
They've had UFOs for a long time, and they are way beyond that. It has been estimated that about 50% of the UFOs sighted
Okay.
are they're not extraterrestrial, but belong to the secret government. The secret government took Soviet, American, and Gray technology and created vehicles to make sure that.
So they're not belonging to.
Before the shift, they began to prepare very rapidly. They knew they didn't have much time, and only about 14 years, according to Suzuki's prediction.
Okay.
Meow. Which is wrong.
Meow.
1984. First, the secret government made a base on the moon.
Okay.
Using it as a satellite to go deeper into space.
Oh, okay.
They built three small bubble-type cities on the dark side. There was an accident on one of these, and many people were killed. Records will indicate that there have been more than 2,000 secret missions to the moon.
Good record keeping skills.
Now, once the secret government program got enough materials on the moon, they went into deeper space, and where do you think they went?
Okay.
Mars, of course. The ancestral home of the Greys. On Mars, they built an extremely complex underground city designed to hold them and a few more people. Not many more, though.
Extremely complex, you say?
I got a ticket. To the colony on Mars.
You said extremely complex underground. That's kind of cool.
become much like the graves and they have lost most of their emotional bodies. They brought to their colony on Mars everything they thought they would ever eat.
Oh, like new ageism.
Lots of canned food, including the hospital.
Beings of light that eat canned food.
Particularly the Phoenix Project. One of the uses of the Phoenix Project in the use of time tunnels was to provide backup to the Martian colonies.
Oh, okay.
Now, Martian colonies have been there since the early 70s.
Well, that makes sense.
Publicly renewed in 69.
Oh, okay.
Actually, the Germans were there in 47. And we were there in 62 with a joint U.S.-Russian expedition.
Oh, when are we getting paid for this, anyway?
They went to Mars on May 22nd, 1962. The alternative 3 done by
Hey, wait, when does YouTube give us a paycheck for this?
April 1st, 1977. It should be in the mail.
It's in the mail?
Available in the underground outlines it completely.
I already got my YouTube paycheck. I don't know where yours is.
My TV back from Mars. As this explorer moved and landed, we have colonies there in Mars from the late 60s or maybe early 70s onward.
Okay.
So we're on Mars.
We're there.
At that time,
We've been there. Or we are there.
Did not want anyone to know what they were doing, but they didn't want anyone to compete technologically with them either.
What did they do? Just cut off from contact, or what?
What?
It sounds like they got their project funding cut, and now they're like just like living out there, and no one knows any. There's like no more contact with them or something.
They didn't have a cut. I mean, they had a cut from the federal government, but that's just because.
Where are they now? You know how they do that on VH1, or MTV or VH1? They're like, where are they now?